Hey friends, I'm Sean.
And I'm Tree.
And we're Seek and Enjoy. And this is our quarantine update video of where we're at, what we've been doing, and what we plan to do once we leave here.
We wanted to start off by saying Happy Earth Day. Today is the 50th anniversary of the first Earth Day in 1970. And
John Muir's birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right, John Muir's birthday. And I'm just feeling really blessed that we're in such a beautiful natural location that we have a lot of trees that we can go hug and just really get out and enjoy the beautiful sunshine and nature today.
Yeah, behind us in the distance is the edge of Yosemite, southern border, and that way a ways you can kind of see the edge of Sequoia National Park. So it's been really nice here, and some of the things. Tree's been able to go to the store 3 times since we've been here for a month today. She's been able to go to the store, and she's had to do some different things.
Yeah, it's definitely a new adventure going to the store. You know, I'm wearing a mask, I wear gloves, I bring a rag and a spray bottle with, I was doing rubbing alcohol first, but now I do a mix of hydrogen peroxide and water. And I literally wipe down everything that I put into the cart. And of course the cart is sanitized before I put anything into it. You know, I keep saying that the shelter in place of the virus, you know, COVID has kind of knocked out a little bit of my joy of going grocery shopping, because I don't know, maybe that makes me weird, but I actually love going grocery shopping and just kind of strolling and taking my time, seeing what's in the stores. But I don't do that now. I have a list and I go in, I get what I need, and I go out and, you know, just really, you know, making it truly essential shopping. So.
And I'm really grateful to have her to go out and do the shopping, and because I haven't really had to go anywhere. I mean, I think in the last almost 2 months, I've only I went to a hardware store when we were in Pacifica, and I went to the gas station to get gas on the way here, but since then I haven't really gone anywhere, and just kind of want to take all the precautions necessary, or all possible to stay alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we feel very blessed that we are in a situation where, as you know, we sold our house last summer and we were able to buy the RV and get ourselves out of debt. So we realize that we are very blessed, and somehow the universe moved us into the place that we could be the most prepared for this. So, we feel very blessed in that, and that we're able to stay in this beautiful place with our friends they call it Healing Hill. And our friend's an artist and has really amazing murals going on around her property, and there are 50 acres of walking paths, and there's a dirt road that goes right by that they live on that used to be an old stagecoach road, and so we've taken a couple bike rides on that road. But for the most part, there's a lot of things that we could be doing around here.
Yeah, so we could be going to Yosemite, that's right behind us, that we can see the tops of the mountains of. But we don't even want to take a drive for recreation a few miles down the road, just because we're just really adhering strictly to the shelter in place. We want to keep ourselves and anybody else that we might come into contact with safe.
Yeah, I see a lot of people just wanting to go out because they haven't been able to be out or whatever. But anyway, regarding that, they're about to let people out here again in a couple weeks, or maybe I guess it's more like a month, May 15th, where people will be going back to work. But they're already predicting that there's going to be more waves of this, and they could actually be worse than the first wave. So now when we leave here on May 15th is our plan, and we plan on going to South Dakota so we can get our driver's licenses by my birthday in July. So we have that much time. We've got a few months to get there, and so we'd like to stop in Utah, get some more solar panels and batteries for the rig, so we can be less dependent on running our generator. And so we'd like to spend some time in Utah while we make our way to South Dakota, because South Dakota is supposed to peak for the first wave of the COVID in June 20th, which is, so it's just like, I don't know, are we even thinking about trying to time it to miss that peak, get there before the peak, try to get there after the peak? We're not really sure, so we're just kind of trying to play that by ear. We're trying to reach out to our friends who might be between here and there, maybe if there's a place where we could go hang out for a couple weeks and try to time our arrival there as best we can. And
so the one thing I wanted to say about what's going on in South Dakota, we're watching that pretty closely as far as where the hardest hit area is. And fortunately, we really, as much as we'd like to see other parts of South Dakota, we're just going to go in, get our driver's license, and then leave the state. And where we're going is clear on the other side of the state from where that meatpacking plant was, and that's the part of that county, and the counties in that area seem to be the much hardest hit, as opposed to where we're going to be going, which is the southwestern corner of the state, and where it's hardest hit is in the southeastern part of the state. So
I think in general we're going to continue to just go to gas stations and grocery stores to get what's needed to get to where we're going, and then do our best to boondock away from other people for as much as possible. And since we can't work, we have a traveling gem and mineral business, and that typically means doing street fairs and festivals and things like that. And
those have all been canceled.
That's all been canceled, and there's no, until there's a vaccine for this and it's safe for people to get together in like large groups, I guess, if that's ever going to be the case. We don't really know, but like I said before, we're very blessed to be in a place where we're debt free, and we can take this next year and a half or however long it takes, hopefully no more than 3 or 4 years, to go just be and live our lives, and hopefully find a way to be in service to people who are needing help in whatever ways that we can. And so that's part of the whole reason why we came out to live in an RV, so that we could be of more service to people. And sure enough, the universe looks like it's going to give us plenty of opportunity to do that. And
it kind of looks, as far as our long-term plan, maybe 6 months out, it's really hard to plan anything right now beyond the next few months.
Especially if they have the rolling quarantines, shelter in place orders.
But it looks like we're, at least the way it stands right now, we're talking about probably staying on the West Coast. So, once we're done with South Dakota, Sean mentioned like Idaho, Montana,
Idaho.
And then just going into Washington, visiting some friends there, and then just kind of staying in the western region for right now.
We're staying on the West Coast because we've been paying attention to all the different rules that are happening in the different states and seeing where the breakouts are. And it seems that the western states have made a pact, an agreement together to open up the economy in the safest way. And I think that's why we want to stay on the West Coast, because it seems like the governments here are doing the most to keep their citizens safe. And so since we're nomads and besides like we have a mailing address in South Dakota and we're going to have our driver's license from there, that's not really where we live. Where we live is we're nomadic, and we go wherever, it was going to be wherever we would have business, but now it's going to be wherever the weather is beautiful and wherever we can just enjoy the life that we do have to live each day, and in the moment that we're in, and not worry a lot about the future. I realize that that very well could be. I mean, we can see how quick things can change for everybody when people think it's a certain way, and nature has a different answer for that. And so we're just ready to be going whichever way. Whichever way the wind blows, but whichever way we need to go to keep ourselves safe. And when the economy opens up, however that looks, we're going to deal with it the way it is. I have my hopes that it is a certain way, and that the world chooses to go in a different direction that actually values life over petrodollars. But besides all those things, that's things that I talk about other places in my life, not necessarily on these videos. So, but I'm definitely into talking about those things. So if you want to comment down below, those are, if the comments I want to be about how we can imagine a new world, really. And so, in the meantime, we're just loving our life and just really enjoying each other's company a lot, and just working on our relationships with each other and with ourselves, and doing what we can to face our fears and make informed decisions on what we're going to do with our life. So.
And we are I think we've probably said it once or twice, but I'll say it again. We are so grateful to our hosts, our friends that are putting us up here in this beautiful location. We really, one of the things that we're really enjoying a lot are morning conversations with our host, and we love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for checking out our videos. We'll be putting out some more, just letting you know when we move and what our plans are, and showing you some of the places that we plan to go, because we definitely plan on using our time to be out in nature and, you know, hike and just really love our lives as much as possible. And we hope that you guys do too, and we hope that you guys can take the time to see the things that we can be grateful for, even during a time when it seems like things are really up in the air and uncertain, and people have a lot of anxiety about what's going on. And we just want to let you know that we love you guys, and we hope you guys are doing good. If there's anything we could do to help you in any way, please reach out to us, okay?
Have a beautiful day.
Peace.